The DermaPen is a microneedling device. This is a motorized device that contains a cartridge with 11 small needles. This comes sterilely packaged in this little container in boxes of 25 needles. And if you look at this for a minute, we take off the cap here that protects the needles. And so as the needles go back and forth, they create micro injuries to the skin. As these injuries heal and the collagen's remodeled, and that'll improve wrinkles, skin texture, photoaging, scars, pores, and a number of other skin imperfections. So as you can see, we have a sterile cartridge with 11 needles on the tip here. This is spring-loaded, and the motorized treatment handle moves this back and forth rapidly during the treatment to create micro-injuries in the dermis. And as those are remodeled, and that helps to improve the conditions that we're treating. To insert this sterile cartridge containing the needles, we slip it in here and then give it one little click so that's secure in the device and ready to be used. So what we've done so far is had M-LOK cream on the skin for at least a half an hour. That creates a little bit of numbing so that there's less impact from the needling, and pretty comfortable. I've had this done personally, and so it's pretty easy to do that. We're going to clean off the numbing cream now and then put on a hyaluronic acid gel that we'll use during our treatment. So you have just a little bit of melasma here on your forehead. That's that pigmentation that comes from hormones and sunshine. A few drops on your face here, and then kind of move it around with our sterile gloves here to give you just a little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to take this and just kind of move it around so that we have a nice layer on your skin. Today we're using the DermaPen, a fractional microneedling device used for collagen induction and skin rejuvenation. The DermaPen device is the latest skin therapy on the market and is a great addition to any dermatologist or cosmetic professional's office. The DermaPen is an important tool in treating acne scars, offering skin rejuvenation and tightening, improves the skin texture, and works on surgical scars and keloid scarring. So when I'm doing this, I like to go a couple different directions. And you have a date tonight, is that right?
Yes.
Well, you'll have a healthy glow to your skin.
Yeah.
We're going to do a couple passes. We're using 0.5 millimeter depth. Again, you think of the depth of your problem. If you have superficial sun damage and just a little texturing you're working on, then you can be at the lower end from 0.2 to 0.5. If you've got deep acne scars, you may be up to the 2.5 and may go over it 4 or 5 times trying to break that scar up. One advantage to the DermaPen versus the rollers with the little pins in them is that you can be very precise where you're treating. And you can go into areas that are soft and that don't have a bony support underneath them. It's very hard, and also in tight areas. Most of the rollers are quite a bit wider, for example, than her upper lip. And so here, as you notice, I can be very precise just treating the lip, and I'm not rolling pins across the vermilion border. And we're going to do a little bit on your nose. You okay still?
Mm-hmm.
We're almost done. So the precision of it, the speed, the number of micro injuries, and the ease with which that can be done is actually, really superb with this type of a device. I mean, getting in little areas like here on the glabella. And one way we use it is we use it together with a full-face iontophoresis mask. So we actually will go across the skin, poke the little holes in the skin, put on our therapeutic products, and then actually put a mask on for an hour that uses a 6-volt battery to push the products through the little holes that we've created. And so we do that a lot for melasma and difficult pigment problems. And and then again, we use it in combination with some of our other treatments. A lot of people have sun damage, and they get little freckles and speckles and a little redness and so forth. And so, common treatments that we will do to take colored spots off the skin is intense pulse light, or IPL. And it's a perfect opportunity because patients are already numb to do the IPL and then go over the skin with the Dermapen to be able to deliver really potent products into the skin for the rejuvenation process.
Dermapen, the world's most advanced automated skin needling device. For the improvement of fine lines and wrinkles, the promotion of skin tightening, lifting and rejuvenation, and to address a variety of skin conditions such as acne scarring, stretch marks, and the stimulation of wound healing. Unlike dermal needle rollers, which have a fixed needle length on each roller, the Dermapen is fully adjustable from 0.25mm to over 2mm, which is important as different areas of the face require different levels of treatment. The fine 33 gauge needles combined with vertical insertion into the skin means far less pain, no unnecessary trauma, and superior results. The Dermapen utilizes a 7-speed adjustable vertical vibration, which is capable of delivering from 225 to over 1,000 holes per second, creating unrivaled collagen reformation. The Dermapen's method of treatment not only means extremely fast treatment times, but difficult to treat areas such as the nose and around the eyes are no longer a problem.
So Kelly, you've been using the dermal rollers for over 2 years now. What initially attracted you to the Dermapen?
The initial attraction was the sleekness of it and the low consumables.
So when compared to the dermal rollers, do you find it easier to treat with the Dermapen?
Yes, you can get right around the eyes and through here. And if people have the orange peel effect across the top of their lip, it's quite easy. Much easier to use the pen than the rollers.
And what about patient comfort?
It's much better tolerated, I find, with the patients with the pen versus the rollers.
What sort of client feedback have you had?
The feedback that I've had was from the first instant, they can see transient improvements from day 2 when the healing starts, and about 4 weeks later, they can see quite a good improvement.
So Kelly, would you recommend the Dermapen?
Yeah, I would recommend using the Dermapen. That's in fact why I've recommended it to several other spas and clinics, because they may be using rollers at the moment, but the minute they try the pen, it's night and day. The consumables, the versatility of it, the effectiveness. People really want results, and they want it at a lower cost. And as an operator or practitioner, you want to be able to save on consumables and pass on that to your clients, because with that, they're going to have many more treatments. And the results are there.
Dermal rolling is a popular and effective treatment offered by thousands of clinics worldwide. Now, the breakthrough technology and advantages of the Dermapen, combined with an extremely low-cost consumable tip, make Dermapen the intelligent choice.
All right, well, a new skin therapy system called DermaPen has recently hit the market, and Carrie Brinton from Alace Medical Spas is here to tell us about it. And Carrie, I tell you, as I've been in my 30s now, I've noticed I need some help on the skin. So what does the DermaPen do?
I know, isn't that awful? We hit our 30s and all of a sudden you're like, what, wrinkles, what? Well, this is the DermaPen, and it is a brand new treatment on the market. And like you just said, what, you know, when we hit 30s, 40s, one of the most common problems that women have, or women come to us with, is scarring, acne scarring. Yeah. So, you know, when you're younger, you have that active acne and it leaves a scar. Or even when you're older, your skin doesn't recover quite as quickly when you get those big blemishes. So the DermaPen is an ideal treatment to remove acne scarring.
Okay, so all those years picking in the mirror, you can fix that?
All those years that we do every single night. I know, we all do it. Yes, that's what this DermaPen is. And so let me show you the tip of this so you can understand a little bit of how it works. It's actually a needling technique. Can you see that top right there?
There's about, I don't know, 8 just teeny little needles.
Yeah, and when we turn on this little machine here, those vibrate in and out really quickly. So we're actually piercing the skin. Okay. And that does a few things. What that actually does is stimulate dermal healing. And so when your skin gets a little bit of damage, it starts to recover itself. And what that does is plump up the collagen, the elastin, all of those fibers that tighten up the skin.
Okay, now how badly does that hurt?
That's everyone's first question, I know. Well, the great thing about this treatment is that you have the option of going anywhere from mild to a deep treatment. So I did one the other day, and I just did it very, very mild, and it felt like a microdermabrasion, if you've ever had one of those, just kind of a rubbing. If you do the deep treatment, then we do have you put on a numbing cream so that you can't feel it all.
Nice. Yeah. Now, is there downtime?
No, there's no downtime with this treatment.
You could do it at lunch.
You could do this at lunch easily. It's a quick 15 to 30 minute treatment. This is a great alternative, or even a supplement to something like laser resurfacing. So with laser, not all people are candidates depending on your skin color. This treatment works for every skin color.
Everybody. Yes. Okay. Do you have any specials going on right now?
We actually do. So we have our great membership program in Alace, and if you're ready to sign up for that, we'll throw in a free DermaPen treatment for you. Or if you're brand new to skincare and you're not quite ready for the membership, if you want to start out with the DermaPen, then we will throw in a microdermabrasion, which is an $85 value, for free.
Okay, thanks, Carrie.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right.
Look your very best this holiday season thanks to the latest skin therapy system so many women are raving over. Rhonda Swant with Beauty Addicts says the DermaPen is really what she's being asked a lot of questions about this time of year. It's used to treat wrinkles, acne, scars, and more. A new procedure, fairly new?
Yes, it just came out about 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it's the new needle technique. If you've heard of the rollers they used to use years ago, where they'd actually roll the stuff on your face, it was very painful. Now they've come up with this new little machine here and a needle that they can actually comes in, and it has a cluster of needles that penetrate into the skin in and out like this. Can I see that?
And people say needles and they get a little squeamish. These are pretty little.
These are very teeny, tiny needles, so very non-invasive, but yet they penetrate into the skin. I can go as small as a 0.5 to a 2 millimeter in depth into the skin, which I'll actually reach into the dermal cells, into the collagen area. They help shrink and tighten the skin. So the most amazing thing ever. I mean, it is probably, I mean, it's phenomenal for people to do.
So if we were to speak generally, you could say, okay, it improves the complexion. Get specific for me, though. What skin situations does this help or benefit?
Any skin type can do this. Even acneic patients can have this DermaPen done. It helps with aging skin, but it's really great for fine lines and wrinkles, stimulates collagen, so it shrinks and tightens the skin. No downtime, so it's amazing. People often say, does it hurt? And that's probably the biggest question, is that they think needles. And I'm thinking, well, we do numb you first. So at Beauty Addicts, we give you a facial first, and we also do a microdermabrasion on you first to take off all the old dead skin cells. And then we'll put numbing cream on you and let you sit for 10 or 15 minutes while it takes effect. Then we start the process. So, and this I'll just judge by the skin thickness of your skin and what we're trying to achieve on the depth that I'll go. So it's just super easy to do. When you leave me, your skin feels tight, it's plump, your lips feel like they've been injected. I mean, it really is so fabulous with absolutely no downtime.
And when you say no downtime, I can go to work the next day,
Absolutely.
I can go to a holiday party the next night?
Absolutely, with a fabulous glow to your skin that people will absolutely notice a change, that how radiant your skin is and how beautiful. And through days, it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
So that day you will see a difference?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you leave me, your face will be a little red because you'll definitely be that I have actually worked you. And you might have a few little tiny needle holes into your head that kind of look a little red, but within a couple of hours those will go away, or a little makeup can't cover it over that.
What's the cost of this procedure?
Right now we're running a special at Beauty Addicts for $150. Normally people around town are doing them from $250 to $350, but right now for the holidays, to give everybody a chance to experience the DermaPen, we're doing it for $150.
And how long does that special last?
Till the 24th of December.
Until the 24th.
Yes.
So how do we book it now if we're interested?
Just call Beauty Addicts or go to our webpage at beautyaddicts.com and find us there on our webpage, and you can actually look at the DermaPen. It has a fabulous video you can actually look at and see the procedure itself, and come try it. It's the most amazing thing ever.
I can tell you're excited about it and interested to see how these procedures continue to develop. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you so much.
We purchased the DermaPen because we needed to fill a niche between our clients who couldn't do laser resurfacing or chose not to do laser resurfacing or IPL treatments and wanted to see improvement in pore reduction, skin tightening, wrinkle reduction, pigmentation, scarring, and it has filled that niche very well for us. We purchased the DermaPen a few months ago to increase our income for some of our aesthetic services, and for me as a business owner, I would really like to see patients coming in for services that I don't necessarily have to perform, and my estheticians can do a good job at performing those services. We also really liked the selling point that there was a low consumable cost. We really have the cost of the tip for each service and the cost of the esthetician doing the treatment. And as far as comparing it to the other lasers that we've purchased, it's a much less overhead, and we were able to get a good return on investment with just the sale of one series. The reaction our clients have had to the DermaPen has been wonderful because it's a relatively painless procedure. The numbing cream has been efficient to provide anesthetic for them. Patients tolerate it well, are able to have very little downtime. As far as downtime goes, our patients have found that they have a little bit of redness the next day, kind of a sunburn type feel, go through a light pilling phase, and it's compared to our other treatments has been relatively easy. And our clients have been impressed with the results that they have gotten. We've had a great referral already from clients that have done the procedure. We've had quite a few that have referred friends and family to come in and to receive DermaPen treatments, and it's continuing to grow our business.
A new technology lets you treat and tighten your skin with no lasers, no downtime, and for a fraction of the cost. Dr. Justin Johnson with Utah Eye and Facial Plastic Surgery is here to tell us about the DermaPen. Always new procedures and techniques coming out. DermaPen, tell us about this.
Well, the DermaPen uses fine needles, and what it does is it punctures the skin, these fine needles. So there's several, 8 to 10 fine needles that are rotating fast, and they puncture the skin down to the dermis, which stimulates the fibroblasts. And what the fibroblasts do is they lay down collagen, which is what tightens in your skin and gives it nice elasticity. So you deposit more collagen and you get nice tightness of the skin.
All right, now you're saying needles. Is this a painful procedure?
It's not painful at all. We have a nice numbing cream, and they're very fine needles, really almost microscopic needles. And so you hardly feel anything. It's great. And you have very little downtime as well.
What type of results are you seeing then?
You get
less invasive.
Well, for example, laser, if you do a laser resurfacing or a laser fractionated laser, you have 5 to 10 days of downtime. With this, you have maybe half a day of downtime. You're getting probably about 80% of the skin tightening you would with a laser, but at a fraction of the cost. So it's a very nice procedure.
You mentioned a fraction of the cost. Break it down for us. How does that compare to typical laser treatments?
Well, a typical laser treatment runs anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. The DermaPen costs $300. Well, it's $399, but we run specials for it, so $300 to $399.
And how long does this treatment take, and how often do you need to upkeep it or continue with the treatment schedule?
Well, we recommend a three-treatment protocol, and it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to do the whole treatment. We recommend you do it anywhere from 2 weeks to a month in between treatments, so 3 treatments, and then it tightens skin over time, so you actually get full skin tightening at 6 months after the last treatment.
Is this something someone can walk out of your office with and hit the streets, go to work, live a normal life? Is there some downtime?
There's not much downtime. Most of it looks like just maybe a sunburn. You can walk out, you know, you put makeup on, and it looks maybe like you've had a little bit of sun. That's about it.
And you use a unique technique to lift the eyelids and the brows as well. Tell us about that.
Well, another thing we do with lifting the eyebrows and eyelids is we use laser technology. So we do all our incisions with laser, and then we close with a tissue sealant. So we actually do not use any scalpels or sutures. So it's a sutureless and scalpelless laser procedure for your face lifts, your eyelid lifts, your eyebrow lifts.
Are any of these procedures covered by insurance?
Well, the eyelid and eyebrows oftentimes are covered by insurance, and so you can have minimal cost. For example, if you're to pay out of pocket a cosmetic surgeon, when we do our cosmetic procedures, the eyelid-eyebrow combination runs around $6,000, but with insurance coverage, you sometimes spend around $200 to $300, so you save, you know, over $5,000.
Where can people go if they have more questions or they want to contact you and get in touch?
Well, they can go to our website, which is eyelidexpert.com, or they can call us at 281-FACE. And we also have a special going on for all the KSL viewers. If you purchase injectables like Botox, Radius, Restylane at $299 or above, we'll give you a free Dermapen treatment, which is $399 value.
All right. Well, it's interesting to see as this technology and techniques, as they progress, how they can benefit the average person. Thanks so much for stopping in to tell us about it.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks.
When we come back.